And right here I have the new member of our Cutiecality family, the tiny Macrame Cutiecality baby. Look at this cuteness. Cutiecalities, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I made my very first macrame. So this is it. This is the little guy that I made, guys. It's so beautiful, and as you can see I'm very excited that I made my very first macrame because I couldn't even believe that I could make this. And I also wanted to share this video with you guys because if you never made macrame and you're a little bit scared of making one, I'm gonna be sharing with you all the steps that I did and everything that I did to end up with this amazing macrame. Okay, so I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure you give a massive thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe so you can join the Cutiecality family and watch more of my videos. So enjoy today's video and let's begin with the project. So for today's project I'm going to be using metal rings. I got this one from Amazon, fabric glue, fabric scissors, measuring tape, beads. It's optional, you don't have to use these ones, a plant pot. Mine one is a very tiny one and it's around 7 centimeters tall. And lastly, you're gonna need a macrame yarn or a 100% cotton yarn. So first you want to get 3 rings, one to hang the macrame plant pot holder, and the second one that goes through the bottom of the plant pot, and the last one that goes through the top of the plant pot. So you just have to make sure that there is a space in between the rings so you can actually place the pot afterwards when the macrame is finished. So the first steps that we have to do is to cover both metal rings, the one that goes on the bottom and also the ones that goes on the top, with the macrame yarn. So before you start wrapping the yarn around the ring, you just want to make sure that you get a little bit of the yarn. So I'm just creating a very tiny ball of yarn, and then it's going to be very easy after when I wrap around with my yarn. And what I'm going to be doing is creating a knot into the ring with my yarn. I'm going to be holding the end of the yarn to one side, and that side is where I'm going to be starting to wrap my yarn around the ring. So I'm just gonna get the yarn and just go around here where the ring is and also with my yarn. And then after that I'm just going to be continuing going around and around until I finished the entire ring with the yarn. And once you've done that, I'm going to be cutting the yarn, and with a little bit of the fabric glue I'm going to be placing it right where I want to glue my ends. And then what I'm gonna do, just glue both ends very securely and just making sure that they are nice and hidden. So now you can just let it dry. It's gonna take about 15-20 minutes to dry completely, and meanwhile we are going to be doing the other part of the project. And to start the project I'm going to be using this very large hook that I have around my house, and I'm going to be inserting my first ring, the very tiny one to hang my macrame, into this hook. And the second thing I'm going to be doing is cutting 6 pieces of yarn. My one will have 3 meters long each piece. If you want, you can do a little bit shorter or a little bit larger. And I will let you know how long my project is once everything is completed. So when you have the 6 pieces, you just want to make sure that you have 150 centimeters to one side and 150 centimeters on the other side. And then you're just gonna get one of the sides and you're just gonna go through the ring right here. So now you want to get another piece so we can create the little knot here right at the top. So this one has around 60 centimeters. As you can see, it's not very long, but you can just decide how you want. So now you just want to make sure that all the yarns right here are nice and straight and not lumpy or one on top of the other. And with my 60 centimeters piece, I'm going to be creating a little U here, one side sticking out here at the top, and then the rest, which we are going to be wrapping around, it's going to be on the other hand. And then now you just want to go around and around until you're happy on how it looks like. So once you're happy on how many you did, I did around 6 rounds, you're just gonna go through this loop here on the bottom. You wanna put your 2 fingers right here, grab the yarn that it's longer, the one that is on the bottom, go through that loop, and then you wanna pull this one right at the top and pull nice and tight until the other part, until the loop goes all the way inside. And then you just wanna tighten both ends together. So now once this is completed, you can just go ahead and cut both ends. So now what I'm planning is to create a twisted knot for about 10 centimeters. So we are going to be dividing this into 3 sections. So 4 for each side. So 1 here, and then 1 here, and 1 right there. So choosing 4 pieces of yarn, as you can see, we are going to choose a side. So my side is going to be the left side. So you're going to be creating a little loop, kind of like a 4, like this. And you're going to be bringing the other side, so this end, forward, just on top of the 4. And then you're going to go under all this into this loop. You're going to be bringing that yarn forward. So you're always going to be doing the same knot to one side only, and then that's going to be creating that kind of like twisted knot. You're going to be creating the 4, bringing the other side forward, going under, and you grab it on the other side just here on this loop, and you bring it forward and you create the knot. So you're just going to be repeating that until you're happy on how long it is. I'm going to be doing around 10 centimeters, as I already told you guys. And one thing that I like about this yarn is that it's nice and soft, and that it's very thin, so you can actually see all the details that you're doing, and it's very delicate as well. So I have completed here 10 centimeters, around 10 centimeters. So now you're going to be repeating the same to the other 2 pieces that we have to do. So I'm going to be doing exactly the same on this side and on this side. So once you have created the 3 twisted knots, I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to be doing the next part, and I'm going to be incorporating 2 beads in between here. So I'm using these 2 right here, so they are different colors. This one is a little bit lighter and this one is a little bit darker, so you can just choose which ones you want. I have a little box with a lot of beads, so I just decided to use some into this project. For this part, I'm also going to be using a hook, a crochet hook. This one is a 3mm hook. So you're gonna go into the one that you want to insert the bead. You want to leave the 2 strings on the sides, and we are just going to be using the 2 middle ones. You want to get one of the ones in the middle. You're gonna insert your hook into the bead. You're gonna grab the yarn and you're just gonna go through the bead. You wanna just pull tight because it's a little bit tight, but it's gonna go through. And you're just gonna go through with the entire yarn here. And then you wanna do the same to the other one. So insert your hook, grab the yarn and pass through the bead. So now we are going to be creating 4 square knots, and if you finished right here, that means you're going to be starting the next one on this side, because we are going to be doing a loop to one side and then another loop to the other side. So that's basically creating this square knot. So I finished right here, so I'm going to be starting on the opposite side. So you're going to be creating exactly the same, the 4 to this side, bringing the yarn forward and going through the loop, and just tightening up. You don't want to tighten too much. So I'm going to be doing the other side now. So it's a sequence of 2. So 1 and 2. So this one is a square knot. So I'm going to be doing 4. So each 2 little stitches right here, that counts as 1 square knot. So now I'm going to be inserting another bead right here, and then I'm going to be doing another section of 4 square knots just under the bead, as you can see. So now I'm just going to be doing the same into my last one, and then I'll be back. So I just decided to add 3 more beads to the very bottom right here, because then it has 3, and these are the last 3 ones that I have, and I don't think I'm gonna be using these ones anymore if I just have 3, because of course I had 9 before, so now I have 3 left. So I'm going to be adding my last 3 ones that I have just at the bottom right here, just as I showed you guys before. And then right here I'm just going to be creating my last square knot. So I'm just going to be doing that into all the other 2, and then I'll be back in a second. So now we are going to be incorporating the ring with the yarn around, and we are going to go down a little bit, around 10 to 13 centimeters. And the first thing that we're going to do is to place all the yarns inside of the ring. So I'm going to be checking here my centimeters. So I'm going to be doing around 13 centimeters. And then I'm going to get my very first string of yarn. I'm going to go through the ring like this, through the ring, and then through the loop, and then just pulling tight. And then I'm just gonna bring it to the side, and then I'm gonna do one more time. So you go through the ring, and then you just grab it through the little loop, pull tight, and bring it together with the other one. And then now you're just gonna do the same to the other side. So these ones are one set of 4. So now you're gonna be deciding where you wanna place the other 2. So I have the 4 right here. I'm gonna get the last one. I'm gonna go through the ring right there, and then through the loop right here, I'm gonna grab the string and pull tight. Bring it to the side, and then one more time, and securing that in place. And then now we are gonna do the last one. So now what you're gonna be doing is just repeating the same to all of the other ones and making sure that they are all side by side. So this is how it's supposed to look like. As we can see here, I've already added 2 extra strings right here, so one here, one here. So I'm going to be cutting each piece 150 centimeters long, and I'm going to be adding 2 here in between both sections. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting a piece right here of 150 centimeters. Then I'm going to be folding that in half. So I'm going to go here into the space in between 2 sections that we did. Just a little bit after this section, we are going to be adding the other piece. So you're going to go from the inside of the ring. You're going to be leaving the loop towards the front, and you're just going to pass all the rest of the yarn through that loop. And the yarn is going to be basically at the back, just like these ones right here. They're kind of like towards the back, this one as well. So now you're going to be cutting another piece of 150 centimeters. My other one just here, just beside this one, but leaving a little space in between. And then right here I'm going to be adding the other one. So I have here 6 pieces, that we've started, and then I've added 6 more so we can do the rest of the macrame pot holder right here at the bottom. I'm gonna be starting into these 4 together right here. I'm gonna grab 2 from this section and then the next 2 available on your right. I'm gonna be leaving around 3 centimeters here, and then right there I'm going to be creating my very first square knot. I'm gonna get the next 4, and then I'm gonna do the same, trying to keep the same centimeters all the way around. And before you make them a little bit tighter, just make sure that they are leveled. They don't have to be perfectly leveled, just like a little bit. And then I'm just going to be repeating the same all the way around. So now grabbing the next 4 available, it doesn't matter which one you do. I'm not gonna be leaving 3 centimeters now, I'm gonna be leaving a little bit less. And then I'm going to be creating another row, just like how I was doing with the square knots. So now we are going to be adding the next ring using the same technique as before, but now incorporating all of these yarns that we have left here at the bottom. And I'm gonna be doing very close to the very last knot. So now we are gonna gather all this here at the bottom, all the yarn left, and create exactly what we did right at the beginning. So to do that, we are gonna gather all the yarn together. So we are going to be creating a little U right here, a little loop, and going around and around until it's nice and secured. And you can just go around as many times as you want. I'm gonna go through the loop right here at the bottom and then pull the string at the top very nice and tight, and pull both very nice and tight. And what I'm doing is just like pulling every and each yarn that it's loose here, so it's nice and straight. So now I'm just going to be cutting yarns that I have right here. The one at the bottom, I'm just going to be leaving it right here. So now you can just go ahead and cut as you want. Here I have quite a lot of yarn. I'm gonna cut around 22 centimeters, and I don't want it to be even, so some of them I'm gonna be cutting 22, some of them 20, some of them 10. So then it has to be kind of like how you guys want. So this is how I'm gonna be leaving mine. If you want to fray the ends, you can absolutely do that. I'm not gonna do it, so I'm just gonna leave as it is now. So once it's completed, because now I've completed my macrame plant holder, you can just use to put any beautiful plant that you guys have. I have this one right here that I bought a couple of days ago, and I love this one. I'm gonna be linking down in the description below where I've got this from. It's a really beautiful place. They sell also macrames and fake plants as well. So this one is the one that I got because I wanted something hanging down. I got, of course, this one that I showed you guys already, and I'm just going to be inserting that inside, go kind of like all the way down, and I'm just going to be bending this one. So now you can just go ahead and put it in your macrame. Yay! And you can just spread the plant around as well. Oh, look at this, guys. I'm so excited. There you go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Look at this. Beautiful. Yes. So this is how my macrame plant holder looks like, and I really loved how this turned out, guys. For my very first macrame, for me it's amazing. I don't know, you guys, if you know how to make macrame, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of my very first macrame, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give a massive thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe so you can join the Cutiecality family and watch more of my videos just like this one. So I'll see you guys soon on my next one. Bye bye, guys.